Good day, sir. In today's topic entitled Ethical and Moral Values in Education, or the joint project of morality and school responsibility and ethics in the ICT. So now I will tackle and discuss to you what are the values of school. So first is learning. We, the students, learn best when we are challenged with novelty, a variety of materials, and a range of instructional strategies. The effective learning takes place when students receive immediate and specific feedback on their performance. So, every student needs to know how to learn the learning strategies in school, wherein students needs feedback, not judgment. And also, every student needs ideas or have a chance to share their own experience or knowledge. Learning in school is very important because it gives a chance to each children or to students to acquire knowledge on various fields of education such as people, the literature, the history, the politics, and other subjects in school. Second is diversity. So, in diversity, we value the acceptance, the differences, and the fair treatment of all people in our community. Social justice and compassion are highly regarded and actively pursued. We encourage the development of a wide range of curricular and co-curricular opportunities throughout the school to help facilitate individual talents and interests. So, in diversity, it means we should understand that each individual is unique, wherein we should recognize our individual differences according to our race, ethnicity, gender, and also our religious and beliefs as a individual. Next is integrity. We need to value strength of character and integrity wherein honesty and courage were guided by a strong moral code of our behavior as a individual. So, integrity is the quality of being honest or having a strong moral principles. So, the people that have integrity are known to be trustworthy, honest, and kind. Next is excellence. We value the process of striving for excellence, recognizing both relative and absolute standards of excellence, and the desire to produce one's best of all times. So, in schools, striving for excellence is trying to do our best. As a student, it is important that we do our best and produce excellent as our work, wherein it helps us to increase our confidence and self-esteem as well as a result in praise, good grades, and other benefits in school. Next is spirituality. Students needs to develop personal values and enhancing our self-understanding and efforts about the concept of spirituality. Because as a student, it is important to be yourself, a unique individual that creates our own life. Next is leadership. So, when we say leadership, it means that students take active roles in their education and develop positive skills in the school. So, leadership starts students on a path to success and give them opportunities for leadership while in school. So, they can speak the language of negotiation, cooperation, unity, and teamwork as a team. Next is cooperation. So, cooperation is how to overcome challenges together. It helps children or students learn how to identify a problem, think about different ways to solve that problem, and then encourage them to try out solutions because it builds positive relationships among students and provide experiences that can develop both good learning skills and social skills. Achievement or academic performance is the extent to which a student, teacher, or institution has attained their short or long educational goals. So, the student achievement is the measurement of the amount of academic content a student learns in a given time frame in school. Next is respect. Respect is a very important foundation factor in the development and maintenance of a healthy learning environment in school. So, respect opens space for the development of trust and learning in school, wherein students are being honest, being kind to others, and also helping others in the school or in the community also. And next, empathy. Empathy is a key part of being a responsible and helpful community member at school. So it means empathy in the classroom allows teachers to recognize the feelings of their students and themselves without lowering expectations. The next question is, what are your responsibilities at school? So as a student, I should attend classes on time and regularly, completing all homework assignments, obey the rules and regulations at school, keep the school neat and tidy, and participate in the activities organized in school, and also respect the opinion of others and do not distract others from learning. So all of these are the responsibilities at school of students, because students play a significant role in managing their schools and classrooms. But this is not enough for them, because students take an active part in their learning by recognizing that they are accountable for their academic success. And it's very important when they make choices and take actions which lead them towards their goal of education. So the next question is, what are the 5 responsible behaviors? The responsible behavior is made up of 5 essential elements, which are honesty, compassion, respect, fairness, accountability, and courage. So, the first element of responsible behavior is the honesty. So, we have an old saying, which is honesty is the best policy. Even if you're able to get away with lying for a little while, your lies are bound to catch up with you at some point. So, here's a good guidelines to live by telling the truth and tell it with respect for the people who hear it. So, honest people make decisions about people and things based on evidence rather than emotions. And sometimes it's easy to make judgments based on what we think and we know. But being honest means being willing to consider all the facts before we draw those conclusions. And when we're being honest, we're willing to consider alternative explanations and other solutions. So, honesty is important because it leads us to fulfill free life. Honesty is not just about telling the truth. It is promotes openness, empowers us, and enables us to develop consistency in how we present the facts. So next, compassion or respect. So no one likes to be treated with disrespect. We all want to be understood, accepted, and appreciated. We expect to be treated with kindness. We expect other people to try to understand us, not just criticize us. So, if you want to be respected, you have to respect others. You must treat people with kindness and try to put yourself in their shoes. When someone needs help, be helpful. You never know when you're going to need someone to help you someday. And one of the most important things to remember about respecting others is not judge people who are different from you. Everywhere you look, you see people of different ethnicities, religious, and sexual orientations. You see rich people, poor people. So there's no reason to draw distinctions between people. Everyone is unique and deserves to be treated with kindness and respect. The third one is fairness. Let's face it. We've all felt that we were being treated unfairly at some time or another. We don't like to feel we're being cheated out of what's rightfully ours. In our society, we put a high value on our rights on making sure no one takes them away. We believe there are certain things everyone deserves, and if there's injustice somewhere, it has to be fixed. Fairness can be tricky. It doesn't mean that we always get what we want. In truth, no one gets their way all the time. Being fair really means balancing your personal needs with the needs of others. So it means making sure one person doesn't always win out over the other. It means not always seeking your own way at the expense of others. Fairness is a lot like respect. It means that we treat everyone the way we want to be treated without partially or bias. It means that we tolerate people who think, look, or act differently than we do. It means that we don't show favoritism or give one group special privilege at the expense of another. The next one is accountability. So, accountability is all about acknowledging and accepting whatever happens as a result of your decisions, actions, and mistakes. Blaming other people for things you did wrong is both dishonest and unkind. Don't try to make excuses, they don't make anything better. Because the more excuses you make for bad behavior, the less likely people are to trust what you say in the future. So, do what you say and say what you did. It's better for everyone in the long run. Being accountable means thinking about what might happen as a result of your action and deciding if you still want to do it. You know that if you're late for work one more time, your manager will put a written warning in your personal file. Is it worth it? Think about how your decisions will influence other people's decisions. Decide when it's worth it. Then, if it blows up in your face, accept the consequences, learn from your mistake, and try not to make it again. The last one is courage. When you say courage, it gives you the ability to put aside your fear of failure and take the first steps. Courage helps you to overcome the fear of rejection and engage your stakeholders. Courage allows you to attempt things that you have not tried before, despite your fear of looking foolish. Because to do the right thing, even when it's not easy, fun, or popular, takes a lot of courage. If everyone tells you to do one thing and you know that it's wrong or unwise, you have to be brave enough to stand up for what you believe. Sometimes it's extremely difficult to do that. Many people find out a lot easier to just go with the crowd, even when the crowd is acting in a way that doesn't mesh with their personal values. So, the next question is, what are the fundamental duties of a student? So, first, meeting academic expectations. With this, some of the characteristics required to achieve the academic demands of students include creating a creative learning environment and demonstrating ideals of teamwork and unity. Next is being punctual and respectful. So, students contribute to a healthy learning environment by being respectful, which reduces distractions and disciplinary measures. They are also expected to be on time. Being late for school creates a poor image for them, which has a negative impact on their academics. As a result, it is essential that they maintain classroom discipline and know the time management. Next is being in the best of behaviors. In the socialization process, school plays a significant role. This means that a learning environment is essential to ensure that students receive a high quality education. In any event, students must meet behavioral standards and exhibit qualities such as etiquette, friendliness, compassion, generosity, sympathy, and respect in order to survive in such situation. Next one is obey all the teachers. We should respect and obey teachers because of the efforts that they put in their profession. When we respect and obey teachers, they become motivated to do their duties, share and help students learn and acquire knowledge the way they teach lessons effectively. Maintain discipline in the class as well as in school. Effective school discipline practices to help students make wise decisions and stay focused on their studies. They must be real disciplined not just in school classrooms but also in home and everywhere they interact others. Attending classes on time and regularly. Students that attend classes regularly are helped to gain a better understanding and motivated to learn or acquire knowledge. Next is completing all homework assignments. Homework provides students with necessary practice in writing, thinking, and problem solving. Doing homework in time is very important, wherein it will show to your professor that you are a serious student who interested in the subject. And if you perform all your tasks on time, this will be result in good grades. Next is keep the school neat and clean. Not just in the school, but one must keep their home and surroundings clean as well. They should always maintain cleanliness with their things, classroom, school, home, and also in the bedroom. Next is follow the rules and regulations of the school. So in this, when you follow the rules at the school, you show awareness of the rules and regulations in the school, which is for safety of every students. It shows also that students respect their teachers, administrators, and other school staffs. Next is participate in various school activities. Getting involved in activities can help students meet new people with whom they share interests. It will improve your skills and talents. They should be active members in various classrooms and school activities conducted or organized from time to time. And next, cooperate with teachers and other students. On the school, it is essential for the teacher to organize student interactions and socialization to build good relationships for their classmates. Students must be fair and encourage all of their members in the team. They should pay attention in class and attentively to what the teachers is saying during discussion. So the next question is, what is the role of student in the society? We, the students, must be a role model to others. Study hard, engage in positive social interaction, learn to be responsible, learn to make decisions, grow up, learn about organization, and develop communication skills. We need to show care and consideration towards others, learn to appreciate and accept the difference, actively get involved in community activities, show patriotism to country, and show respect to others. The next question is, how do you maintain a good student life? So as a student, we must to keep studies as our first priority because a good student never ignores his studies and keep their studies on the topmost priority list. So we need to manage time for friends, relatives, and family is also important, but not by ignoring your studies because What you have learned will remain lifelong with you. You should never neglect the time which is meant for your studies. Next is, we should set SMART goals. In students' life, the very first benefit of setting a goal is to achieve success in their academic life. Setting a SMART goal is important for your future bright because it helps to achieve what we want to be in life and work according to our goals. Next is time management. Be punctual always. Time management is a must in students' life. The purpose of time management is to enable them to do more and better work in less time. Always remember, successful students are the students who want to be successful in life that manage their time so that they can easily have time to study as well as to play. Next is take part in classroom and school activities. Participating in various activities conducted in school makes you an active member. You should actively take part in classroom activities as well by answering the questions of your teachers and clearing your doubts. Being attentive in the class helps students to understand better. And next, pay attention to what teacher teach. So in this, always pay attention to what the teachers say in the classroom. This not only shows respect towards them but also it is useful for the students to understand and grasp the subject easily. It also helps them to improve listening skills. Next is stay committed to studies. So never quit, stay committed to your studies. Don't panic even when you don't perform well. Always work hard and hard until you get success. If you are not good at something, don't just ignore it and try to focus on it. So, always stay committed toward your studies and try to focus while you study. Successful students always focus on the task at hand. Next is avoid distractions. So, when you concentrate on something deeply, you are able to learn the things more effectively. Try to get rid of meaningless distractions that come in between your studies. Always keep your goal in mind and work accordingly as it saves your precious time. And next, don't compare with others. Never do the comparison with others because everyone has their own abilities and capabilities. Good students succeed on their own capability. Don't copy what others do. Follow your own way. And last, learn from your mistakes. It is good that you learn from your mistakes because the most important lesson in life can be learned by improving from our mistakes. Because a successful student learns from his own mistakes and tries to improve further. In addition, stop committing the same mistake again and again. Putting what you've learned into practice is yet another advantage for students if they want to be successful in life. So that's the end of my discussion. Hopefully you can get a knowledge and idea for this topic. Thank you.